toy with how Revit makes a site. Let's assume that we have a site model that we like to compose that is 340 feet in length, 168 feet in width, and it was uniform slope from this end at 64 feet in height, sloping directly in this direction 12 feet in height. Let's see how it makes it. We click on Massing, go to Topo and Surface. We then look for where the numbers are. So we're going to first click 12 feet. So we change the height over here to 12 feet. We mark it here, we mark it here. Then we would like to change it to 64 feet. So we go up here to the elevation height, change it to 64 feet, and we mark it here, and we mark it here. It does it. Keep in mind you have to be on site, not level 1, not level 2, on the site. It immediately makes it like this. So look at all the contour lines that it actually made. Let's make it simpler, okay? So let's just look at it in section. So I'm going to first check it, then cut a section through it, and I cut a section through here, and I look at it from here. And as I look at it, I recognize that from there to there, this is 12 feet, this is 24. That's a site section, the profile that I actually see through the site. Let's backtrack and do another site together. All right, I go back to the site, remove this one. Before we remove it, let's take a look at it in 3D. It's hard to understand it in 3D unless you go through that cross section and actually do a quick profile that way, so then you understand it, because otherwise it looks kind of flat. Let's erase this site. All right, so I just want to erase this site, and I want to literally remove it. Okay, so I go to the site plan, exit out mousy, the whole site. It's this site that I would like to remove. So I remove the site. Now this time I'm going to change this to a much shallower slope so it's easier for me to figure out. So I'm just going to go to 24. Okay? So I'm going to go from 12 feet to 24 feet. I only have 12 feet of difference. I want to see what it does to my contour lines, see if I can quickly understand the contour intervals and where that contour interval is. All right. So I then go like this. Close this one up. Now, see, get together. Okay, so I go Massing, Topo, place the height. I want to go 24 feet, 24 feet. Put 1 point here, 1 point here. I want to go 12 feet, 12 feet. I go here, and I go here. Notice how it made it. Now, watch this. So I'm going from 12 to 24. That means that my contour intervals has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So my contour intervals are set at 1 foot. Can I change that setting? Of course. I just want you to get comfortable with this. So let's check this. Let's look at that cross section. You can see it's a much shallower slope. Now I'm going to go back and change this again. So I'm going to just delete that, go back to my site, and I'm going to change the slope this time to go really high. I want to go from 12 feet to 112 feet. All right, so let's do it again. Massing and site and topo. I'm going to mark my 12. Then I'm going to come back and change this to 112 feet. And now you can see it still is using 1 foot contour intervals, and it's doing it this way. I check it. I go through the site section. You can see it's a much steeper slope because I'm going from 12 feet to this slope. Now watch this. If I annotate on top of this, if I annotate from here, if I zoom really close from there, and this is not going to be super accurate because it's not snapping. And you can enlarge your view so you can see it a little bit clearer. So annotate again from here, and you get as close as possible to there. And what you do is you just simply measure the point from there to there. So annotate, measure the distance from this junction to that junction. It's 100 points. The difference, that minor difference that you just saw, was because I was inaccurately pointing. So it's going 100 feet up, and then I need to make sure how much I go so I can actually calculate my slope. So if I go from there to there, it's over the distance of 340 feet. That's my slope. It's rise over run, 100 over 340 feet. I divide it. It gives me my percentage, my slope. Rise over run. I can also do it something to 12 if you are doing the roof. I can also get the measurement this way by getting the angle. So if I would like, I can actually get the angle of that line. But first I have to draw a line because it doesn't recognize the profile as a line. Okay, so that's the line, let's say, and I need to now get that angle. So I will simply do it against this angle, and that's 17 degrees. So it's just a little bit steeper for me to have a road there, a private road for me to go to a parking garage or a parking space for a residential property. Residential would like to keep it around 16 feet in Northern Virginia, given the amount of rain that we have. This is it, unit number 1.